It's a shame, really, that future generations will look back at Neymar and see a player that never really amounted to anything in his career. Never won a World Cup, never won a Ballon d'Or. They'll see a good player, a talented player, but nothing more than that. They won't see the excitement and the fun that Neymar brought to the sport, the revolutionization that he brought to the sport. When us as kids watching Neymar highlights on our YouTubes, discussing him every day, the great player that he is. Neymar brought joy to football. He's inspired many in our generation, and Neymar will be missed from the sport. He will go down as one of the greatest of our time and of all time. So yeah, Neymar has announced his retirement from the Brazilian national team, and I suspect he might retire completely in the coming weeks as well. Unfortunately, he's nowhere near the level he used to be. He said, I tried, now it's over. I started here, I finished here. And look, Neymar, we all know how good Neymar is. We know he's one of the greats of our generation. We know he's incredibly talented, but unfortunately, he's the cause of his own downfall. He derailed his career. The drugs, the partying, the drinking, the clubbing, the injuries that he caused on himself. Unfortunately, that is all Neymar. He did this to himself. He had the potential to be there to win the Ballon d'Or when Messi and Ronaldo stepped down, and he did this to himself. But no one will forget the inspiration that he brought in the future generation. Players like Yamal, players like Due, they grew up watching Neymar. They grew up watching a great of the sport, and we will forever be grateful to Neymar for that. Let's just take a look back at some of his stats for Brazil. 130 games, 80 goals, 58 assists, 77 minutes to contribute to a goal, and he was just fantastic. You can see here the joy. I remember when I was a kid sitting down and watching the Olympics final when Neymar versus Germany, when he scored that winning penalty and he cried. That gave me goosebumps. I was so happy. Neymar as a kid, he was everything. I loved watching him play. The skills that he bring, the flair he bring to the games, it was everything. He's such a good talented player. I'm incredibly sad to see him go out like this. I don't know. In yesterday's video, I did say he was shit and João Pedro should have been called up. And look, I was a little bit harsh on Neymar. I understand that he's not as good as he is now, but it's sad. It's sad to see him go out, but I'm happy that he scored that goal with his last touch in the World Cup. It was a nice touch. One thing's for certain: as long as this generation stays alive, so will Neymar's legacy. Neymar, you will forever live on as one of the greats of this sport.